Okay, I got a little thing I'm going to put together here. I found some raw music that I played with my 12 string, and it's a rhythm. So it's just a rhythm and voice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little, some bass drum, some tambourine, foot tambourine. That's a pretty good beat, isn't it? Okay, I'm not a drummer. I just got all these little gadgets and I'm putting them all together and I'm praying to the Holy Mother and saying, give me a beat. Give me a beat I never heard. All right, give me a good beat with my song here. And I don't know, maybe she's gonna pull it off for me. Grant me the grace I need to get a jam. And I'm not looking for a jamming jam. I'm looking for a rhythmic jam. I want it to sound. I don't want it to sound dominant. Anything that sounds dominant on the song, just lightly in the background. Harmonica. I might even try to put some lead guitar in on this. I don't know. Maybe at the next one, or maybe well, see, now I'm right in the middle of everything. I want to take and shut down and try my lead guitar for this because that's the only thing I haven't tried. I've tried everything else, all my musical instruments. Well, let me do a recording with just what I have here. And later on, I'll add the lead to this, and then I'll play it. I'll play the lead. I'll play this once it's downloaded and I uploaded. I mean, to YouTube. Then I can go to YouTube and play it on my TV. Let the TV speakers and the whole system come back at me. It improves it. It's really nice. This phone picks it up, and then I'll play the lead guitar on the song. See how it goes. I know I've got a lead for it too. It's not going to be a long one. It's just going to be calling out there, Holy Father, hear my call. I'm singing a song, double pray through the heart of Mary for the United States of America. It's urgent. We need urgent help. We, we've done everything, but the efforts have failed to solve America's problems. We've got to get together as a people and fight this. We can't let evil overcome us. If we do, evil begets evil, and then everything turns evil, and then we got what? A big problem. Come on, people. You're decent people. United States, still a good, decent United States. We got church-going people. We got people that love God. Come on, get together. We don't have to take and beat anybody up. We just have to sing. Sing. We shall oversing. We shall oversing. And that's what I want to do. That's why I wrote this song of Divine Mercy. Divine Mercy. Angels of Divine Mercy, heal us. And I dedicated it to Saint Faustina, who is pretty much the patron saint of the Divine Mercy Sunday that they have the Sunday after Easter is Divine Mercy Sunday. And I got the call. I heard it from Fatima. I heard it from Fatima. I had it on TV and it called to me. And there was this group there. They don't even have a name. The Blessed Mother's blessed them. She's given them all these jams. And there's got this one girl, she's on harmonica. It's in Indiria Safar. She is something on that. She is the queen of the harmonica in her time, I guess. there's one queen, Blessed Mother, and I bet you she can play the harmonica beautiful too. I bet you she's good at everything that's musical. I mean, probably that's all she does, sit around all day and play for God. God just loves her to death. He just enjoys everything she does. You got to see her play a lead guitar. I saw it the other day. In my pretend world, I have a pretend world. I sit down and I only want to see Jesus and Mary and the Holy Family and whoever he invites. When I look around my house, all I see is Jesus. Every place. Heart of Jesus. Blessed Mother with children in her arms. She loves the children. Oh, we're killing them. We're murdering the children. She is so upset. I could say Mom is really upset and Dad is getting a little bit edgy. I'd be watching it out. You're killing the children. Watch out. There's a big punishment that comes along with that. Oh, come on. You guys can do it. Get it together. A sinner is a sinner, but a saint is a sinner that keeps on trying to be a saint. Then eventually they become saints. And then we're all in heaven acting like a bunch of homosexuals. No sex, though. No sex in heaven. But we can love. Oh, we can love. They're gonna say, oh, you're gonna go to heaven? Homo heaven? No, no. It's homo heaven, really, because we love man. We love each other. Men love men, and women love women, and men love women. But there's no sex. All you people out there think you got 17 virgins waiting for you when you fly the plane into the building. You're being hoodwinked. Everybody's laughing at you. What a dummy that was. We got rid of him. Cow. Luckily, he crashed into something. Oh, imagine what he could have really done. All them people believing in that, educated enough to be able to comprehend how to fly a plane, and they believe that there's 17 virgins waiting for them in heaven if they smash the plane into the building. Oh, come on. Where's the women? The Muslim women. Fatima was the name of a Muslim woman, and the Blessed Mother honored that name. Honored the Blessed Mother, honored Fatima, the name of a Muslim woman. She loved the name. And she honored it and made her apparition. Ah, joy. Let's think about joy. Let's think about we can do this, people. Come on. Look at it. We went through World War I. We pulled it off. We went to World War II. We pulled it off. God pulled it off. He used us. All those veterans are in heaven right now praying that the United States changes their laws back to God's laws. Come on, how many times do you have to take and shout it out to people? They're going astray. Watch out. Every nation that ever changed their laws against God's law was punished with war. And they were adulterated thoroughly. Their women were raped. They chopped the heads off of the men, and they hung people. They were pagans. Pagan culture coming down from the north. I guess like the Vikings against the Irish or something. The Vikings came down from the north and they tried to conquer Europe. Oh, that's the same thing. Pagans. Pagan people looking and disgusted at Christian people living in Europe and making love with their faces, sticking their tongues down each other's throats. They thought that was absolutely disgusting. Blech, they went when they thought about it. Blech. How can they do that? Why can't they just make a baby? Well, some people don't like to make babies. They just want to have the feeling. lustful feeling. Well, if they don't listen, they will die in their lust. And whole life will be lust. And all the diseases that goes with it. There's no cure for the diseases that you get when you're in hell and you think you can do whatever you want. You're still going to be subject to disease and decay and a fire that never consumes but constantly burns you. Soul can't be discontinued. God has made the soul eternal. Where are you going to spend eternity? In hell or in heaven? I want heaven. I want to be with God because I've heard it said that the little bit of problems we go through in life compared to what's waiting for us, we're going to say, oh my goodness, God, that's all we had to do to get all this? And you say, well, he wants to go to heaven because he's going to get something. No, I'm not going to heaven because I want to love something. I want to love God, his mother, and his family, and all of his friends, and anybody he sends to me while I'm still alive on earth. I am right now a preacher. I'm preaching the Word of God to you, and I'm only focusing on two things. Fatima, clear your path. That means go to confession, confess your sins, like Jesus said. John, 20, verses 19 and 22? Read that. Jesus gave you a command. Obey it. And then he washed all the feet of his disciples. That was the foot washing. That was the general initiation of priesthood in the Old Testament. They washed their feet when they brought him into the fold. They brought him in as a priest. They washed his feet. And that's what Jesus did. He didn't go against the Old Testament. He brought the disciples and he washed their feet. Always if somebody's got to stick something in there. Well, if you're going to wash my feet, wash my whole body. There's an answer for that, but I know I'm not getting into a Bible teaching right now. But anyways, I'm going to continue a little bit further now. Because if I get yakking and I forget to do it, then I get an hour and 2 hours. I don't feel like singing now. I've yacked too much. Well, when you got it and you want to share it, you can't help but yak it. And the God, come on. God gave me the gift of yak. Come on, 3.5 hours without a script. Could I do a banquet or something? You hired me and I came and gave a talk? What would you want me to talk on? I'm only good at two things. God and singing. That's all I care about. And I'm 74, and that's all I gotta care about. Except for, if I want to touch this up or fix this up or make the yard look better. Right now I'm into burdocks bush. I did research on it. It's got so many medicinal. You wait. The first year the plant comes out with great big leaves, but the root is what you want. You want the root of the first year burdocks plant. Then the second year it grows up and it has a little burdoxes on them, and they bloom. If you notice that some artists are portraying Jesus' crown as having burdocks in it, because burdocks is, boy, when it's before it turns into burdocks, it's pointy and prickly and it hurts. You brush up against it, and that was woven into the thorns bushes, the rose thorn bushes that they weaved for Christ's crown when they crucified him. And this artist is saying that they wove in burdocks blooming. In other words, he had a crown on, and it was blooming, burdocks blooming. The crown of pain, and it was blooming. Can't you see God's poetry, God's working in humanity? Every time you turn around, he's covering himself up because he wants to be so obvious. You know, he gives you always gives you the second thing. And like my foot was broke, and it was as big as a grapefruit. I know a broken foot. I used to bandage. I was a. I went to junior college. I was going to be a for for therapy, or if you hurt your knee or your ankle or something, I could do therapy on it. So I was going to. So I knew all the names of bones. I mean, I was gearing up for that. I was going to be probably for the New York Giants. I'd be their therapist. That's what I was working towards. Good money. I would have been well off, probably. I'm sure I would have. If I could have got them to take me on, you know. I challenge all of them. I say, okay, I want to be a therapist, and if you don't want me to be a therapist, get the gloves. We're going to go for it, right? And I'm going. You and me, right now. Whoever don't want me. I'd have him rolling on the floor. We all going to tackle this guy or what? What are we going to do to this guy? Well, anyways, how do you know a person that's full of joy? How do you know where the joy is coming from? Well, right now, all my medications have wore off, and I'm looking around for them because I got pain. Or do I? If I stand up, I do. But if I'm sitting right here just playing music and just digging everything, I've got some songs. I got this one guy. I don't know what the words are that he's singing, but man, can he play that guitar? And he's into it, and I got my beat down. The Blessed Mother showed me. She says, I want you to play percussion, some percussion stuff. I don't ever play. I'm not a percussionist. I'm a guitarist. So, and when I was younger, I wanted to be a drummer and stuff like that. I had a friend that was a pretty good drummer. He was professional. He was playing in the bars when he was 16 years old. So but it takes a toll on you too, man, because you're opened up to all the temptations that seems like there's always a crowd of women that follow a music group around. And they're always after the drummer or the bass player or something like that. Somebody, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. I want to get him out on a date. You know, I want to see. I like him. I like the way he plays that bass. So that because they're in there and they're grooving and they're young. You know, I mean, how is somebody playing a bass guitar going to pay all the bills? Because you don't make much playing a bass guitar. You got to have a side job. Anybody I know that played the bass guitar had a side job, and it was his main job, really. Some guys were electricians, plumbers, carpenters. You know, some guys were that's all they did was music, so they were bums. I'm only kidding. I had this one guy, I knew this one guy, he played the organ. He's got a really good voice, though. And he was backing up. He was working construction. Because, you know, he's not going to support a family on just music and stuff. You get scale. Like the scale was like $14 an hour back then. When I'm talking $14 an hour. So at the end of the night, you got like $60 or $70 or something like that. And that was up to the owner to pay the band off, and the band would split up the money, and that was that. That's how they made their money every night. They had tips and stuff that they had too. So, but see, here I am talking, and I want to get to that song, and I've got it all ready to go. So, I don't know. I'm going to start it, and I hope I can get it together because I got harmonica. I'm going to introduce a cabasa tonight. Cabasa. Oh, that's a nice instrument. I like it. I play it two different ways. I play it like this, and then I play it like twisting the hand. So I go. Something like that. That's just a beat. It's not the beat. I have to get the feel of the song before I can do it. And I actually don't keep beat like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. I don't think like that, like drummers think. I sing with my percussion instruments. I make them sing along with the song. So all together, if you listen to the beat that I'm making, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have a bass drum 5. And what I'm going to do is play the song. I'm only 21 minutes. Okay, good. So here we go. I've got to put this up. I hope it don't turn off. Usually that's what happens. It turns off. And makes everything